Book 44, A Clockwork Orange, published in 1962, written by Anthony Burgess. I must admit I was tempted to avoid this book like the plague, particularly because of the Stanley Kubrick film, which is known for its excessive sex and violence. However, because I found that the book continually came up in the top 100 classic books of the last century, I thought I must read it. It's based around a dystopian society, which is an imaginary society which is both dehumanizing and unpleasant at the same time. And within it, what I believe happens is Burgess expresses his fear of the growing youth culture which he would have experienced in the late 50s and early 60s. Because what it contains is the worst elements of Eastern totalitarianism and Western capitalism. The plot revolves around a young 15-year-old lad called Alex, who's a teenager. He's the narrator, ultra-violent, sexually depraved, a druggie, and he speaks in a kind of jargon which mixes youth culture and Russian culture in some ways. Characters include Alex himself, a government official, prison chaplain, Dr. Brodsky, who's the guy who deals with aversion therapy, and Alex's mates Dim and Pete. The essential theme, I think, which underlies this book is the importance of morality undergirding society, and what I believe is Burgess's concern of how a value-free society is one which is ultimately vulnerable. So, although the book essentially looks at how you can reform an ultra-violent character like Alex in terms of such things as aversion therapy, his big concerns is reflected in his famous quote. It says this: "If he, that is Alex, can only perform good or only perform evil, then he's a clockwork orange, an organism lovely with colour and juice, but only a clockwork toy to be wound up by God or the devil." It surprised me because it's not an enjoyable book, but it's a fascinating book and really got me thinking. Thank you.